the Los Angeles Times reported a story about a mining engineer who had been testing for mineral deposits when he came across a pattern of underground tunnels in the shape of a lizard. The engineer located what he believed to be a large cache of gold tablets. The shaft was flooded with water and the city closed down the project before the engineer could bring his find into the light of day.
And it is our duty as loyal Americans to shut up once the fighting begins. Once the war against Saddam begins, we expect every American to support our military, and if they can't do that, to shut up.
Can I just ask you? So depressing. I don't know what to do. Hey, go for it, man. It's easy for you to say. You got the promotion. It'll come, all right? Just don't worry about it.
The feeling is definitely there. It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders. We're optimistic as to what becomes of it all. It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism. There are no limits.
It must have been something like this. Okay, so if I could just recap then. It's Kerrang, it's the night before, we're talking to David Icke at the moment, and we're talking to him specifically about the idea that the world is controlled by reptilian beings from literally, am I right in saying, David, from another planet, these things?
Well, no, well, you know, what is another planet? I mean, I'm saying from outside of the human frequency range of visible sight, what is known as by scientists as visible light, which is a tiny frequency range that the human body can decode. You know, people think that we live in a kind of a world. We don't. We live in a frequency range which the human body computer, which is what it is, can decode. And outside of that is what scientists call dark matter or dark.
We're developing a society because of all of these different toxins known to affect brain function. We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ. In other words, a dumbing down, a chemical dumbing down of society. So everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel. We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly. And very few people of very high IQ who have good cognitive function who can figure this all out. And that's what they want. So, you know, you can kind of piece it together as to why they are so insistent in spending so many hundreds of millions of dollars of propaganda money to dumb down society.
One of the things that they've talked about for years, some scientists have, but now is becoming more and more accepted, is that this world, as we perceive it, only exists when we look at it, when it's observed. Because what they've found is, interestingly, that when something is observed, then you have the waveform collapse into a particle form. Now, I would go one step further and say it's not, this world doesn't exist as we see it when it's observed, but when it's decoded. And the act of observation, the act of focus triggers that decoding, that world. So this world as we perceive it literally only exists in the form that we perceive it when we decode it.
That's what's going on. I think this is a better theory, and this is some people believe this, is that he's actually part of the conspiracy himself. He is actually an agent of the secret society, meaning he's saying a bunch of things that are true, and then he's saying a bunch of things that are just crazy, like the lizards and the moon, so that you
discredit the lizard and then discredit the part that they don't want you to believe. Because you're like,
crazy people believe in that secret society. You hear about the moon matrix and the lizard and stuff, but it actually is true, and they put him out there as an agent to confuse people. That's an interesting theory, which would mean that me and you are now part of the conspiracy because we said how crazy he was and talked about the lizards in the tracksuit. We're just part of the system now, Link.
Or
and
you
don't even know it. I'm a lizard.
Johnny, man, stop. Look at what I'm planning. I'm planning
do all this while you're panicking. And you're looking and staring at mannequins. And I'm going to mannequins, trying to get up mannequins. All the Blanica-Zanica fan band mannequins. All the Blanica-Zanica cabana. You're in a cabana. I'm in a cabana while you're chanting. I'm in a cabana while you're chanting all the stand-up banner. While you don't get the stamina, you're lacking the stamina. You're lacking the stamina while you're divorcing Harrison Ford and I'm in a Porsche and I'm floorboards. While I'm world touring. Using way too many napkins. Backins. Lapkins and using chapstick and napkins while I'm backing. Flapping around like a backing. Flamming a bamming a pamming a jacking. Damn it, a can